Hello everybody and welcome back again to Let's Play Fallout New Vegas. We're still here at the Crimson Caravan Outpost, and I suppose we haven't fully explored all of this place yet. We have been inside the office over here. We have been doing some business with Blake, and I actually sold him some more stuff because I'm carrying around far too much crap. I think I've been in this building. That's just some barracks where people can go to sleep. So let's check out the other buildings and also the other people. At least if, you know, they're not just random NPCs. Okay, this building is apparently blocked. Doesn't look like I can actually get inside here. Nope. What about this one? Okay, this has a door. But it's just more barracks, so there might not be anything too interesting inside here.
Hello.
Another caravaneer. Lots of beds and all kinds of stuff that I can't take. Not without losing karma anyway. What is this over here? Oh, just some bottles. Okay, never mind. But can I get inside this little field? Oh, yes, I can.
McLafferty's been riding asses again.
Caravaneer. Janet. Oh, this person is special.
You should go talk to Blake or Alice. They handle most of our contact with visitors.
Okay, apparently not special enough to have any actual dialogue. And I have talked to Blake and Alice, so I guess that's all I can do here. I think this is just a normal person too. Okay. And this building is blocked as well. Okay, so I guess that's more or less all there is to see here. So let's have a look at the quest that I got at the end of the last episode. First of all, we have this one. Deliver an invoice to Dr. Hilden at Camp McCarran. That seems to be easy enough. And I guess it kind of belongs to this quest because this one is about doing some work for the Crimson Caravan. And then this quest updated as well. Edie, my love, because this guy contacted me, and yes, it's supposed to be pronounced Eddie, but I kind of got used to Edie, so I think I'll just keep on saying Edie. I hope you will forgive me. So what exactly is this? Find the patrol knight Lorenzo told you about to let the Brotherhood of Steel examine Edie. I'm a little bit suspicious about this because from what I heard so far about the Brotherhood is that they don't think that other people should have advanced technology, so they want to keep all of it for themselves. So I'm a little bit worried that they may want to steal Edie from me if I show up at that location. So they better not try to take it from me. But let's see where exactly I would have to go for this. Okay, apparently it's at the Repcon headquarters. Yeah, I want to go back there, but first I want to increase my science enough so that I can open the doors in this place. So I guess we will do this quest later. But, I mean, this seems to be a simple milk run, so I guess we're going to do this, and maybe there's going to be some follow-up for this. And I think I can actually fast travel from this location. I don't have to go outside, right? Camp McCarran, yeah. Let's travel back to the camp. And I guess we're going to talk to Dr. Hilden again. Also, it occurred to me that I haven't picked up a souvenir for Camp McCarran yet. But I mean, it doesn't have to be now. At some point, I can go back again and see if I can find something that is, you know, specifically NCR or specifically Camp McCarran. and add it to my collection of souvenirs. Now, if I'm not mistaken, Dr. Haldane was on the ground floor and somewhere over here. And I know that I could probably go back to the chef and tell him that we made the trade deal.
There's a lot more troops here than we thought. No wonder we couldn't hold Helios 1.
Oh, well, she actually has something to say about this place. That's interesting. I brought Boone here because I thought, Boone, being ex-NCR, might have some comments about this place. But no, he was quiet like a fish, as always. But she actually has some dialogue about this place. But yeah, as I mentioned, I can also go back to the chef and tell him about the deal that I made with the Crimson Caravan. But I think I will do that once I have all the parts for his machine so I can repair it. So no need to go back there right now. Anyway, Doctor, where are you?
Evening.
I need to talk to you again.
Yes? Something else you needed?
I have something for you. I'm not the first person you've sent to Vault 22, am I? Oh, well, that is actually new. I didn't get this last time I talked to him. Okay, but let's deal with the invoice first.
From Alice. I'll see that she's paid right away. Crimson Caravan runs a tight operation. Even out here in the waste, wouldn't do to keep them waiting. Was there anything else? Or were you just here about the invoice?
Well, actually, yes. But now that I have this new piece of dialogue, I guess I will actually use it.
I never said you were. You've been speaking to Williams, haven't you?
Right. She told me about this. What difference does it make? Williams didn't tell me anything. I'm the one asking the questions. Well, I don't know. Maybe I shouldn't blame this on Williams.
All right, I'll take you at your word. Williams didn't say anything at all. You just came to this conclusion on your own.
Right.
No, you aren't the first person I've sent to the vault. I'm sorry that I neglected to tell you, but I don't see how it makes any difference.
Well, it kinda does, because it means that this is probably a very dangerous mission. How many other have you sent to the vault? I prefer to know what I'm getting myself into. Yep, maybe I should cancel our deal. I want double the caps, or I spread the word that you're full of shit. Well, I mean, since apparently I have the speech for this, may as well, ask for more money, right?
All right. I'll admit that it's been difficult to find anyone willing to enter the vault. And I'd rather get the data sooner than later. You have a deal. I'll double your reward if you bring me the data. But this is as high as my budget will allow. Now,
Okay,
I know your
deal.
time is valuable, so I won't waste any more of it. Feel free to show yourself out.
Well, all of a sudden he's not quite as polite anymore. Now that I negotiated a better deal for myself.
Evening.
But okay, that was actually pretty useful, because not only did I finish the quest, or at least progress the quest, but I also was able to use the new dialogue option. Okay, now I just have to return back to Alice and tell her that I delivered the invoice. This really is just a milk run. Okay, let's go back here. And back inside. So, let's go. Oh, this is not the right building. Oh, I see. I came through a different door. When I came here for the first time, I came through this door. So this over here should be
Hey.
the office. Yep. Alright, I'm back already.
Welcome back.
I delivered the invoice.
Well, you've proven yourself reliable so far. Would you be interested in more important jobs?
Well, as a matter of fact, I might. What is available?
As much as I like to handle matters personally, I can't be everywhere at once. There is a negotiation with a smaller trading outfit that I'd like resolved as quickly as possible. There's also the matter of Henry Jameson, an employee whose services I'd rather do without. His family connections make it difficult, however. And finally, I need someone to acquire the Gunrunner's manufacturing specifications. This job needs to be quiet. No alarms, no deaths.
Acquire in air quotes, okay. Well, that's quite a few jobs. Tell me more about the negotiation.
There's a small trading outfit, Cassidy Caravans, that I'm interested in acquiring. They've been rather competitive, so it's time to buy them out. I have it on good authority that the owner, Cass, wants out of the caravan business.
Oh, I think we've
Cass
met her
frequently
before.
trades with the NCR, so you'll likely find her at the Mojave outpost.
Yeah, right, I remember her. Vaguely. So I guess I have to talk to her again, back at the outpost. Okay, well, I see. So yeah, let's talk about this Henry Jameson guy.
The Jamesons are very wealthy ranchers back in Redding, California, and significant investors in the Crimson Caravan Company. I was pressured into posting young Henry as the manager of the New Vegas branch. As you can see, he wasn't exactly cut out for the job. He was much more interested in gambling and prostitutes, and because of his family, I can't simply fire him. Henry needs to be convinced to quit, one way or another. I won't have a useless employee on the company payroll.
Okay, so I need to convince him. That sounds like a quest that requires a decent skill speech, so this might be something I can do. And yeah, tell me about the gun runner job. Apparently that requires some amount of stealthiness?
The quality of the Gunrunner's armaments is due to their manufacturing process. They craft all weapons on site. I want to know the secrets of their manufacturing process, which means you'll need to find some way to get inside their heavily guarded factory. I would greatly prefer that you perform this job undetected and without killing anyone, if it can be helped.
Yeah, it seems that you probably need good stealth or sneak for this mission, which I have not, so we'll see about that.
Thank you. Was there something else?
I don't know. You will have to find someone else for the gun runner job. That's not something I do. Okay, so I could turn down this quest. Yeah, I don't know. I don't want to antagonize the gun runners because they seem to be pretty useful if I want to buy weapons at some point. And like I said, I'm not sure if I have enough sneaky skills to do this job. But okay, the other two is probably something I can do.
It's been a pleasure.
So, again, let's have a look at the new quests. Yeah, right, she was the one that actually gave me this quest, Heartache by the Number. Return to Cass and see if you can get her to part with the title for Cassidy Caravans. Now it makes sense why these two quests are connected. Okay, so for this I would have to go back to the Mojave outpost. And where's that other quest about Henry Jameson? Okay, so this is the Mojave outpost all the way down here. I traveled quite a distance already. And I'm guessing this over here is the other quest. Gunrunner is here, and the other quest, right, it must be New Vegas because he's in charge of the New Vegas branch. Okay, yeah, I guess I could continue with this one, but I think I will leave this for later. You may have noticed that so far I haven't done a lot of backtracking. I mean, sometimes I would go from like Nipton back to the outpost, or I would go back to pick up Veronica over here, but I didn't do like large distances of backtracking because I kind of like the idea that she's basically on a road trip and, you know, traveling from village to village and place to place on her way to New Vegas. So I think until I reach New Vegas, I'm not going to jump around the map in like large distances via fast travel because I kind of want to keep that road trip feel. So I think I'm actually going to continue my journey towards New Vegas, and once we finally reach that place, I will start to, you know, travel around the map a little bit more randomly and visit some of the places that I skipped so far. So yeah, I'm not going to do these quests just yet. And instead, we will head out again and continue towards our big goal, which is New Vegas. Okay, let's have a look at the map. I guess this is where I have to go to next. Freeside's North Gate. Okay. Let's put a marker on it. It must be somewhere in this general direction. I'm also seeing an enemy somewhere over there for some reason. Not sure if I have to investigate that. It's probably just an animal. But yeah, look at that. I feel that we are slowly approaching the big city. I can already see the lights from a distance. It looks very promising. So, I'm going in the right direction. Yes, I am heading towards whatever this is.
Hey man, what are you up to?
What's up?
Later.
King's gang members. Who are these people?
If you're heading to the strip, just go through the gate there.
Okay,
Welcome to Freeside. Try not to get killed.
that's always the goal.
I've been saving up for one of those sweet pistols at the Silver Rush. That'll get me some respect.
You think the pistol will get you respect?
Personal space meaning anything to you, lady?
Are you talking to me or are you talking to Veronica? Because she was kind of close. Okay, Abani, I have to go through this gate. Let's do it. Enter Freeside. Okay, this doesn't look very impressive, Abani. We're not yet at the interesting part of New Vegas. Anyway, who are these people? Gambler?
This man's prices are steep, but I hear he's worth it.
What kind of services do you want to buy from him?
This gentleman and I were just settling on a price. I'm afraid you'll have to hire one of the others this time around.
What exactly are you offering?
You want to travel through Freeside with ease, you hire a king. We're everywhere, and no one messes with us. Your safety is practically guaranteed for just 100 caps.
Okay. So basically, you're offering bodyguard services.
Freeside's a little dangerous for people traveling alone or in small groups. You go without a guard, you're rolling the dice. You know? You must be new. Your tune will change, trust me.
Okay, so I can hire them to accompany me. Is this really necessary? I don't know. Then again, 100 caps is not a lot of money, so maybe I'm actually going to hire one of them.
You want to travel through Freeside with ease, you hire a king. We're everywhere, and no one messes with us. Your safety is practically guaranteed for just 100 caps.
Okay, sounds good to me.
Great. As long as you're in Freeside, I'll be hanging out by side. It'll be a blast. But I'm only sticking around as long as you're in Freeside. You leave, and you'll find me gone as well. So where to?
Well,
Evening.
let's see. I haven't been to this place yet, so I'm just going to look around a bit. And yeah, he's actually joining me now. King's gang member. Ooh, look at this guy. He's selling
Evening.
delicious squirrel on a stick. And, red roaches.
Need some grub? I got you covered. Cheap and filling.
I trust that it is cheap because it certainly looks like it. So, what are you serving?
Typically, I find it goes down better if I leave people guessing. So what do you say? Want some?
Not until you tell me where you get the food from. He probably picks it up from the road. I mean, where else would you find red roaches and stuff like that? Sure, serve me something.
You won't regret it, at least until an hour or so from now.
Yeah, so I thought. Coyote steak, crispy squirrel bits, red meat. He's literally selling red meat. Yeah, I think I'll pass. Thank you. I'm not that desperate yet. Okay, well, this looks like somewhat big place. H&H Tool Factory, Miguel's Pawn Shop. But this is not actually part of this place. I mean, this is like a special little map, huh? Anyway, let's see what we can find here. For example, what is this place? Old Las Vegas Mormon State Historic Park. Is this actually something I can enter? Oh, it is. Open door to Old Mormon Fort. Okay. I hope I'm not going to lose my bodyguard now. Well, actually I might. He doesn't seem to come inside, and I'm not sure if he's still going to be here once I leave. Because this may not count as part of Freeside. I don't know. But let's look around here.
Hey.
We have a few people. Beatrix Russell. Oh.
Howdy.
What happened to you? Or who are you?
I've been around a while. Currently working for the Followers as a gun for hire. But it's getting rather dull. Aside from protecting them from the occasional thug looking to intercept supply shipments, there isn't much to do around here. The one researcher I liked, who I could chat up about liquor, got transferred. And the rest of the docs are pretty uptight about my kind of fun.
And what is your kind of fun? And I'm guessing she's a ghoul, right? So what are you doing here?
I joined up looking for a decent paying job. Granted, the pay's all right, but they won't let me kick back and slog a brew at the end of the day. They're worried the filthy drunkies in detox seeing me drink will cause an immediate relapse. I say their rehab effort here is just a revolving door.
So, this is some kind of clinic. I bet you've seen a lot over the years. Probably?
I've been around long enough to observe the patterns of human behavior. Physical and mental anguish are especially exciting to explore.
Okay, that is a bit cryptic and also slightly creepy, Beatrix.
Hey, who doesn't enjoy a little pinch and squeal every once in a while?
I don't know. As long as it's between consenting adults, I'm totally fine with it.
What do you have in mind?
I don't know. Got any advice?
Longing makes the heart grow fonder. But I've always been a fan of hog-tying my lovers to make sure they can't escape.
Okay, that's a little bit too much info. Do I dare to ask for another advice? Let's do it.
The only thing I know for certain is that I don't know nothing.
Again, very cryptic.
Feed a man for free, and he'll be back asking for more. Feed a man a bullet, you won't hear from him again.
Well, can't argue with that. And apparently that's all the advice she has. Do I have any other questions?
And I may have answers.
Okay, let's see. Tell me about Freeside. Yes, what exactly is this place?
What starts in misery tends to stay there. Freeside wasn't Freeside until 6 or 7 years ago. That's when Mr. House's robots rolled out of the Lucky 38 and started pushing everyone who wouldn't join him off the strip. Lots of folks died. Some scattered to the winds. The rest wound up in Freeside and seemed never to lose the habit of living like refugees.
Okay, so that's interesting. I've heard about this Mr. House guy before. And yeah, tell me about Mr. House again.
Before or after the human race shot itself in the foot? I've been around long enough to have both opinions, see. Before the war, Mr. House was a famous captain of industry. Robotics, to be specific. Seemed charming in interviews, until he became a recluse. Since the war, though, didn't make a peep for near 200 years. But when he came back strong and killed a lot of people.
Okay, so how is this possible? If the war was 200 years ago, how is he still alive? Is he even human? Anyway, tell me about the kings.
What about him? Pretty much the sort of gang you'd find anywhere else, just with better clothes. The king himself, though, he's got that something special you can't put a finger on. Too bad he likes girls with skin.
Okay, can I ask more about the king? Apparently not. So, do you have an opinion of the NCR?
I reckon they care about getting water and electricity from the dam, and that's where it ends. The locals here are just an inconvenience to them, something to step over or stomp down. They're here for the resources, plain and simple.
Okay, well, I don't know. Sounds like a valid opinion. And what do you think of the followers of the apocalypse? Apparently that doctor we talked to, like last episode, was also a member of that group.
I don't know how they do it. They're like saints, those followers. If they didn't charge for their services, I'd think they was crazy. But nah, they're just naive. Warms their heart.
It's interesting because their name sounds kind of threatening, but apparently they're just trying to help people, huh? And what do you know about the Van Graffs? Has that name ever come up before? I don't know exactly
Couple
who
of
that
rad
is.
scorpions, those two. Gloria is the stable one, but she'd slit your throat if there's a profit in it. Or rather, she'd tell her brother to do it for her. John Baptiste is one of the sicker humans I've had the displeasure of observing.
Okay, well, I'm sure they will become important at some point.
What did you want to know?
Well, I don't know. Do you have more advice?
Good? Bad? The guy with the gun makes the rules.
Okay, very Machiavellistic of you.
Till next time.
Anyway, that was an interesting little chat. And certainly some useful information. But let's see if we can find someone else to talk to. Ferris, Wayne, Roy, they're all asleep, which doesn't surprise me because it's night. So maybe I should sleep until morning and then talk to all of these people. And we do have a bed here, so I may as well sleep now. So, I don't know, 10 hours might be enough. Alright, it's a new morning, rise and shine. Now, let's see. Can we find people to talk to?
What's up?
And yes, I do realize I can wake up people and talk to them,
Morning.
but why not wait until it's actually day? Oh, this guy has a name.
Hi. If you're looking for medical help, try the other doctors. I'm just a researcher. Not even a particularly good one.
Why would you say so? So what kind of research do you do?
Oh, you know, finding alternative treatments for common illnesses and injuries, stim packs out of barrel cacti, and other fantastic improbabilities. As far as fruitless wastes of time go, it's quite noble in its aims.
I don't know, sounds interesting to me. So, what exactly do you hope to achieve with it?
For the past 100 years or so, the followers have managed to get by using salvaged medical supplies from the old world. But the side effect of medical success is that more people live longer. Funny how that works. Eventually, we'll run out of hospitals to loot. We need new ways to produce those supplies, or maybe old ways if this research goes anywhere.
That sounds pretty sensible to me. You don't sound too enthusiastic about it. What kind of illnesses are you trying to deal with? Well, all kinds of illnesses, probably. Radiation and gunshot wounds and the stuff that happens when you are walking the wastelands, probably. Why do you do research instead of providing medical assistance? Well, someone has to do it. Like he said, you know, at some point you will run out of supplies. So, why are you not more enthusiastic about it?
I'm enthusiastic about helping people, but nihil novi sub sole.
Isn't that the language that Caesar's legion speak? Yes, it's Latin.
Caesar can cite Cato to suit his purpose. Many people have spoken Latin. Some of them were quite pleasant. It's unfortunate that the language is now associated with the gentleman across the river.
That's true. But honestly, that would be my main reason not to join the Legion. I would have to speak Latin, and I would have to learn Latin again. I had it at school for 4 or 5 years. and I have forgotten most of it. I mean, I guess I can read a little bit still, but I don't want to do that again. So no Legion for me. So where did you learn Latin?
Not from the Legion, if that's what you're getting at. Books, sheet music, gladiator movie holotapes, bits and pieces here and there. The followers have extensive libraries, but we all draw water from the same old well. Even Caesar.
Well, interesting. And what do you know about Caesar?
I don't know anything that the others couldn't tell you. Caesar was one of the followers. Before my time, of course. He wanted to rebuild the new world in the image of the old. A sad story of good intentions gone bad. In that regard, he's hardly unique. If you set aside his leadership capabilities, extensive knowledge, and ruthless cunning, he's just another jerk who steps on people to get his way.
I see. Nihi what? Well, it's something about nothing. I would like to see that sentence again, and then I might be able to translate it, but I couldn't translate it on the fly.
Oh, sorry. There's
Okay.
nothing new under the sun. If agave and mesquite were that miraculous, the locals would have figured it out a few thousand years ago.
Okay, if you say so, but you know, sometimes there's always something new to discover, so I'm not so sure about that. There's nothing new to discover here.
Certainly.
So, why exactly are you doing the research if you don't really want to do it?
Not all followers are people persons. Besides, someone needs to do research. I have no problem with Julie sticking me back here. Out of sight, out of mind. There are worse things one can be, though I do admit it is a bit boring. Though it has a noble goal, I don't think this research will yield much fruit. No pun intended.
Okay. Why don't you come with me? Oh, I can just ask him to come with me? Well, the problem is I just got a new companion, so even if he would be inclined to come with me, I don't really have space in my team. But I guess I can ask him.
No offense intended, but why should I go anywhere with you?
That's a good point. I'm going after a man named Benny for revenge, and I need someone to keep me patched up. Oh, I don't have enough speech. It beats sitting around here all day, doesn't it? So does this mean that if I had enough speech, I could actually convince him to join me? Well, that's interesting. So maybe at some point I will come back here once I have enough speech and, you know, ask him again. I would like to have a scientist in my party. I think Hera would like that as well. But for the time being, I'm not sure if I can convince him. I mean, I could try this option, but that sounds like a horrible reason, to be honest.
Certainly.
So let's see, what else can we do here? Do you need any help, maybe? I can do some research for you. I have some scientific skills.
Me specifically? No. I'm sure Julie Farkas does, though. Lab coat, pointy hair. Answers to the name Julie Farkas, strangely enough. I'm sure she can find something for you to do. It might be kind of depressing and terrible, though. Caveat Samaritanus.
Okay. So I should ask her about a job. Well, okay. I think that's pretty much all I can do for the time being. And maybe I will come back once I have improved my speech skill. I'm a little bit sad that I can't impress him with my high science skill and, you know, convince him to come with me.
See you around.
I would like to have, you know, a handsome scientist like him in my party. Doubtly would take him along. Anyway, can we find that person? Well, that's actually her, Julie Farkas.
Are you here to drop off medical supplies? Leave them with the rest in the middle of the courtyard.
I'm not specifically here for that, but maybe I can give you some.
Rates of injury and illness in Freeside are very high. Supplies don't last long.
So what exactly do you need?
Med-X, Radaway, and Fixer are Freeside essentials. I can't pay you for any supplies you bring in, but I could discount the charge for our services.
Okay, so just give you some random medical supplies in exchange for a discount. You've got yourself a deal. Seems like you need a steady supply, not just whatever I can grab for you. Well, that's a good point.
So far, the Crimson Caravan won't cut us a deal. If you can convince them or some other merchant to work with us, I'll discount supplies to you.
Okay, so I have to talk to the Crimson Caravan. Are there other merchants that might be willing to make a deal?
You might ask around at Mick and Ralph's, or go see the Garretts, though I suspect they're too busy poisoning Freeside to help it out.
Okay, well, I will see what I can do for you.
Just come see me when you've got some supplies to turn in.
Okay.
What do you want to talk about?
Can I ask you other stuff? Things seem pretty roughy in Freeside. Yes,
More
they
than
do.
rough. It's a damn mess. Freeside townies are constantly picking fights with NCR civilians. Thugs and thieves are always looking for a victim, and the local families are just sitting back making caps on the mess. Freeside is in dire need, but no one has been man enough to step up. The followers can only do so much to stem the tide.
Well, I'm woman enough to step up, so can I do something to help you?
There is always something needing done. A few souls here in Freeside could be great assets to the community if they'd kick their addictions. We need a regular supply of medicine organized, but the Crimson Caravan wants too many caps for what we need. Lastly, tensions between the townies and NCR tourists have been going downhill fast lately. A lot of innocent people will get hurt if things blow up.
So, what exactly do you want me to do here? If I wanted to calm things down in Freeside, where would I start?
The big man around here is the king. Not much happens in Freeside that he doesn't know about. He has the most influence locally, and some of his crew haven't helped the situation by harassing NCR citizens and charging double for water. Some NCR soldiers have been bringing in supplies, but none of it is going to Freeside locals. I've tried to speak to both sides to no avail.
Okay, so I need to find the king and talk to him. And yeah, you said something about helping addicts.
Yes, old Bill Ronte and Jacob Hoff. They're not going to kick their habits on their own.
Oh, okay. Tell me about Bill Ronte.
Old Bill Ronte is an exceptionally skilled machinist. He could fix the problems we've been having with Freeside's water pump, if he sobered up.
And what about Jacob?
The Garretts hooked Jacob on chems when he was working for them. Ironic, since he used to homebrew detox chems. He's a natural chemist.
Okay, so I need to look for these guys and somehow help them with their addiction? Where should I start looking for them?
In Freeside, the drunks and drug addicts flock in and around the Atomic Wrangler. I'd start there.
The Atomic Wrangler? What is that? But sure, I'll see what I can do.
Sobering them up and putting them back to work would go a long way toward helping Freeside.
Okay, I will look into it.
What do you want to talk about?
Let's see. I need medical services. I have some medical supplies to drop off. I'm not sure if I really have a lot that I can give her. Yeah, let's talk about Freeside.
What did you want to know?
Everything. I always want to know everything. Yeah, tell me about the water pump.
Bill Ronte installed that pump a few years ago, back when he was sober. It was a major improvement for the community. But lately, the Kings have started charging locals to use it, and NCR squatters twice as much. That'll come to no good.
Okay, I have asked about the Kings already, but this might be a different line of dialogue.
They've been Freeside's gang for the past 5 years or so, ever since Mr. House and his 3 families pushed everyone else out of Vegas. They've done a lot of good for the community, but that seems to be changing. The flood of NCR squatters has been an affront to them. I guess that explains the situation with the water pump. Usually, the king wouldn't let his crew bully folks around like that.
Okay, I see. There's a lot of conflict going on here. Yeah, tell me about Mick and Ralph.
I know they sell a lot of guns, as if that's what Freeside needs. I hear Mick handles the guns. No idea what Ralph does.
Maybe selling them? And yeah, the Van Graffs again. What about them?
Oh, them. They sell energy weapons, which are very popular with better-heeled prospectors looking to explore the wastes. Stay clear of them. Brother and sister are both psychopaths, though at least Gloria is rational. Jean-Baptiste likes killing.
Alright, note taken. Yeah, what exactly is the Atomic Wrangler?
A den of iniquity. The Garretts do more than their share to keep the locals drunk or high enough to stay lazy. Their thugs, on the other hand, they keep wired on chems to stay dangerous. What is it with Freeside and brother-sister psychopath teams?
So is it some kind of bar, maybe?
What did you want to know?
Tell me about this place in particular.
The Old Mormon Fort serves as the regional hub for the followers of the Apocalypse. I am the administrator for this region.
And what exactly do you do here?
The followers of the Apocalypse aren't just interested in research. We care for our fellow man and do everything we can to help humanity. Here in Freeside, we provide food and medical services for those in need. We also have organized reconstruction efforts. With the help of Bill Ronte, we were able to install a water pump just west of here, but the Kings quickly took control of the pump.
Okay, sounds good to me. And yeah, tell me more about your specific group.
We arose from the boneyards of Edidam years ago. Since then, we have made it our mission to rebuild the wasteland and re-educate its inhabitants. We hope to forge a brave new world free of war and poverty by sharing knowledge and resources. Our primary goal is the free exchange of ideas.
I guess they do sound a little bit naive, but I guess I can't really fault them for their ideals.
What do you want to talk about?
I don't know. I think that's pretty much it. Do you sell any medical supplies?
We're pretty short-handed as it is, but I suppose I could spare a few items.
So could I, like, buy their items and then give it back to them as supplies? But then again, why would I want to do that? So, I think I'm going to skip that for now. And yeah, I guess that's really all I want to do at the moment. I might give them some supplies later. Doesn't really have to be now, right? Oh, she has nothing to say about that. Just ...
Hey.
Hey, indeed. But yeah, let's...
Can't help but be impressed with what they're doing here.
Yeah, interesting. She actually has some comments on places, unlike Boone. Boone never talked at all. But I guess it's kind of in character for him not to talk. Anyway, there were a few named people in here.
What's your problem, lady?
Hello.
I guess that was Beatrix.
Morning.
Anyway, can I talk to these people? Well, apparently I can't. Seems that they are too sick, maybe, to talk. Alright, well, in that case, I think I have looked at pretty much everything in here. This is just a gambler. And more guards and stuff. Okay, well, but still, this is a pretty interesting place. We met some interesting people, including a potential companion.
What's
I
up?
mean, the fact that I have a skill check for him seems to indicate that I might convince him to join me. But I don't have enough skill yet. And I mean, I just got a new companion, so I will keep her in my party for the time being. But yeah, I guess this might actually be a good place to end this episode. I did get a new quest, High Times. So I guess I may actually want to check this out in the next episode and see if I can find these people before I move on. So yeah, let's make a cut here. As usual, thank you for watching and see you again next time.